What is up, guys? Judo Sloth here, and welcome back to the channel for today's Clash of Clans video. This one is sponsored by Amazon. Thank you so much to them for sponsoring this. Really? Has this ever happened to you guys? The limited edition obstacle spawns right in the middle of the base. So frustrating. Now, we used to set up bases to try and push these to the outside. I don't know if you guys still do that. Be sure to let me know in the comments if you do, and how many of the new Christmas trees you have. You might be able to see I actually have two of them. I have one of them pushed to this side of the base as well, but I have a little bit of a plan, guys. I will tell you about that in a second. For today's episode, we're going to be reviewing a bunch of the attacks that we have used previously and giving you a bit of an update as to our Let's Play Town Hall 13 progress. So the first attack we will do is the Queen charge into Hog Riders. We used the level 10 Hog Riders yesterday and they were pretty awesome. If you do want to see that video, I will link the Town Hall 13 playlist at the end of this one, and as ever, it's always in the description of the video. We also used a couple of days ago the Royal Champion walk. 10 healers using the Royal Champion and the Queen as separate charges and finishing off with 4 Electro Dragons. And we also did a separate video using only Electro Dragons and a couple of loons. So we will do that for the third attack. So you've got a bunch of content coming up in today's video. In terms of our progress, we are getting there. Royal Champion level 17. In terms of upgrades, guys, what do you think? I am debating upgrading the miners to level 7, that maximum level. I think we might do that for tomorrow's episode, but also the dragons are pretty awesome as well. One of my favorite troops. Dragons or miners? Let me know. I'm not too sure. I'm leaning towards the miners, and we're going to farm a little bit more in today's episode. Now, in terms of this Christmas tree, I am going to leave it for the moment. The party warden clearly likes that thing, rocking around it. See what I did there, guys? But anyways, I kind of started rearranging my base. Now, I started rearranging the obstacles when I got them. So this Christmas tree right at the top is the 2013 Christmas tree. Does anyone have the 2012? I'll be incredibly impressed if you guys do. But I was basically going to move my obstacles in the order that I received them. But now we can put regular obstacles to the side of the base. I want the dragon to the top. I want the dragon to the top of the base. So what I'm going to do is eventually use the shovel of obstacles, push all of the obstacles down a bit, put the dragon there, and also move the obstacles down the left hand side as well, so that I have 2 of every limited edition obstacle, just in case, I don't know, I accidentally remove one. But guys, I think it's ready. Let's get into the first attack, then we'll have a quick word from our sponsor before we move on to the 10 healer attack strategy. So I've been searching a little while, not too long, but we found a base with almost 1 million loot. Now, it's definitely not ideal for the Queen charge because we have 2 single target Inferno towers, but I do think if we can charge into the bottom of the base, down towards the Queen, we might be within luck. Now, how do we do this exactly? I'm kind of wanting... Check this out, guys. I'm kind of wanting to use a balloon, followed by the slammer, then the king to bust into that area, as long as the slammer can open up the wall. Come on, slammer. Yes, it did it. And we got a couple of hog riders in there to help the king. Level 10 hog riders at that, guys. Come on, take down this area. King takes down the enemy king. Then our queen can start at this area. We can use 1 test balloon, followed by the healers. Gonna have to be careful with that. Let's use the king's ability. Let's use the rage for our queen, and we should be able to bust through here with the wall breakers. There we go. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Now we can use... I don't think I need this baby dragon, you know. I don't think we need it. Let's see where the wall breakers go. We might want to use another rage spell here. King goes down, but we've got the funnel created for our queen, and we've got to be careful. We've got to be careful of that single Inferno. So let's use a rage now to try and help the wall breakers through. Plus my healers are going to get into that range anyway. Beautiful. We do indeed get there. This is going to be interesting, guys. Where do we use Where do we use the hogs? I think we use the hogs up here, look. Alongside the Grand Warden and the Royal Champion. That should help our Queen to hopefully move into the center of the base, protect the Queen from the single Inferno, and also means that she will move into the center and hopefully get the Town Hall. So let's freeze this area. And I'm kind of thinking we should use the Grand Warden's ability now. And we can freeze this central area again, keeping on to the Hog Riders. Going to use the... we need to make sure we don't time fail as well, guys. So let's get some wizards around. Let's get a heal in the center. I nearly used the rage there. In fact, I'm just going to get the hogs through that area and try and help out. Try and get that Town Hall down. They're not going to make it through the Giga Bomb, but my... Ooh, this is going to be close. This is going to be close. Let's use a couple of wall breakers, which may or may not help. Let's get the miner in. Couple of minions down to the bottom. We've got the Queen's ability. 38 seconds. We just need to get through the single Inferno. The Royal Champion did a good job clearing out the side. 30 seconds. We've got enough cleanup troops, guys. We've just got to make sure that we get the single Inferno, and I think we should, because the Queen will reach it pretty soon, guys. Come on, go to that single, Queen. 18 seconds. Let's use the ability. Yes, she got it. 99. 100 is about to come in, and look at all of that loot for farming, guys. That is pretty epic. Let's go ahead and have a word from our sponsor before we move to the next attack. Amazon coins are a digital currency that you can use in order to get discounts from purchasing Android apps, games, or even in-app purchases such as gems within Clash of Clans. It is available for any Android phone and tablet, as well as an Amazon Fire tablet, and you have to have downloaded the game you want to purchase in-app purchases from within the Amazon App Store in order for the coins to take effect. The greater the coin purchase, the better the discount when it comes to getting in-game items. If you want to save money on Clash of Clans via the Amazon App Store, be sure to check it out down in the description of this video. There is a link for you to click. Also, guys, Amazon Coins is bringing us a Clash of Clans documentary. The trailer just hit. There's a link in the description which will take you to this page where you can watch the trailer and read all about it. It features many superstars of the community, some of them you might even recognize. I will be featured alongside Pickles, Sheaf Pat, and Lady B. You do not want to miss this, so go check out the trailer, link in the description. This is why I like farming in Titan League. 800,000 gold and almost 800,000 elixir. First thing I notice is this guy has a multi-inferno upgrading as well, so that should be pretty good. Now you always want to try and take down the Queen if you can, and the sweepers are really important for E-Drag, so we'd be able to come in from one of the sides. I think why don't we start the King probably here to create a little bit of a funnel, tank for the expos as the King walks away. We can then bring in 1 Coco Loon and 5 healers onto the Queen. That's looking pretty good, guys. That is looking pretty good. Now let's just let the Queen do her thing here. That's exactly what we need. Get in there, take out the enemy Queen, and create a funnel. We might be able to wall break into that multi. That might be a good idea. Or maybe the double expo might be even better. Let's see where the Queen's going, and let's see what we think's going to happen. I think the double expo might be better in terms of the E-Drags. I'm going to use a rage relatively early on. Let's try and, see where that one goes. Didn't get that open. Expo locks onto my Queen. Time is ticking, but I'm quite happy. Yeah, expos now lock onto my Queen. There is a giant bomb. There's small bombs. We've only got 1. Oh, no. Now, I wasn't expecting that. Let's use this. I can actually get a balloon onto that expo because there's nothing covering it, which is good. Let's use the Royal Champion charge at the top. 5 healers. Does the balloon get the expo? It's going to. It is going to. That is beast. Now, let's rage. Oh, I've missed the healers in the rage for the Royal Champion. Come on. Healers, get into that rage. Hurry up. Oh, they get there, but they might go down. So the Royal Champion pings through that. Queen is going to that side. Why don't we start with the Slammer here and the E-Drags round this area with the Grand Warden, trying to get into the middle. I'm not liking the fact that I don't have the eagle covered. Let's rage the Royal Champion again. Can she get through this king? She's going to. She is going to. Let's freeze the Tesla and the eagle. A little bit late on the eagle. Healers are going down very quickly to the multi-inferno. I'm going to... Oh, there's an Inferno Tower on the Town Hall now. What am I doing? If that goes down to the balloons, which it will, I will happily sacrifice them balloons. We've got 40 seconds, guys. We should be okay here. Royal Champion still doing her job. Why don't we use the Grand Warden's ability? Because of no other reason than because we can. And I just love this attack strategy. It is super fun. Like I said, I did a video on this strategy a couple of days ago. You guys asked for it, the Royal Champion Walk. That's what I named it. It will be linked at the end of this video in the playlist. But that was pretty cool. Now let's move to an all Electro Dragon attack. Let's move back to base before we do that. And clearly I didn't cook all of my troops in the background. I only have 4 E-Drags cooking in the background, along with a couple of spells. What? Have you guys ever done that? Where you just haven't cooked all of your troops in the background? I'm not sure. Not sure what happened there, but let's request the troops. I like to keep that siege barracks in there and just use my own stone slammer. Forgot to cook that as well. Now I don't have any builders right now, and I also keep forgetting to use the builder potions so that we can start spending some of this loot. So tomorrow, I'm quite happy to do one more attack. Thank you for the troops as well, but tomorrow we need to know whether to upgrade the dragons or the miners. I want you guys to let me know down in the comments. Like I said, I'm leaning towards the miners. Let's wait until we have all of the Electro Dragons. Then we can show you this attack strategy. Pretty fun as well, guys. And then I will link you to the playlist right at the end. But let's come back when we have another base ready to attack. Okay, so this is an interesting base for the Electro Dragons, because a key part of an Electro Dragon attack is the sweepers. Now they're both pointing down to the south. There's a lot down there, but I think if we fly in from the north, we might be pretty good here. So what we're going to do is use the queen on one side of the base, just like so. Should have probably used the king as well. No, there's not too much damage. Let's use the king over this side. Once the king absorbs some of that fire, put a couple of balloons in there in order to help. It's really not doing anything, guys, but oh well. Let's use a couple of wall breakers. I did take the wall breakers for none other reason, just in case there was somewhere to send the king and queen, and ultimately there's not really. But let's go with the Royal Champion, and the idea here is that we're just thinning apart the base a little bit. If you can take down any air defense, that is key in terms of Electro Dragons. So the Royal Champion's going to get one of them. Let's use her ability nice and early, just because the enemy queen is about to take the Royal Champion down. Then I say, let's go with a couple of balloons, followed by a good spread of the E-Drags, most of them round the top. And I'm going to send the Slammer a little bit late, but into the side. So let's freeze the air defense, send that Slammer into the side. I might as well swag the wall breakers, but do we save? No, I'm going to save onto, let's go with one rage here. Air defense on the left will go down from the stone slammer, then everything comes in. Let's try and freeze the eagle. Just about got it. Let's get one rage in there. Grand Warden's ability, is it in range of them balloons? I'm not sure that it is. E-Drags are taking huge damage now, so let's freeze the town hall. I'm not sure whether this plan is actually going to work, because the E-Drags are about to take major damage. Let's rage the ones to this side, because they have the most health. The ones in the middle are about to go down. Oh, they didn't even get the chain. It is only 73%. I might as well swag the wall breakers, guys. I thought we might have done better than that, but it didn't quite happen for that one. You do want to find bases that are tightly compact. Amazingly, the E-Drags Well, they just didn't get it done for us there. Maybe I fell into the trap, maybe I didn't, but we did a lot better with the E-Drags in the separate video. Now, if you do want to see the Town Hall 13 playlist, yesterday we used the Hog Riders. Be sure to check it out. It is right there. All of the strategies we covered today have separate videos within that playlist. You will enjoy it, and you will see the Hog Riders first. But if not, guys, we will see you back here again tomorrow for more Clash of Clans.